How to lose fat simply. Now, I've been in the same exact position as you. I had a fat belly, I was skinny fat, and I was looking on YouTube on how to lose fat, and it was so saturated, so much information, so much BS, and I didn't know who to trust. So I had to do all the research on my own, and I couldn't find a video like this. Now I lost all the fat, I basically have abs now, and I've been training for 3 years, and I've looked at all the information on how to lose fat, and I'm gonna explain it to you in very, very, very simple terms, okay? So basically, if you want to lose fat, just eat less. It's that simple. Just eat less than what you're eating right now. If you do that, that is what we call a calorie deficit. If you eat less than what you are doing right now. That happens when you eat less than what you're currently eating right now, which I'm going to explain in details how to do in the video. Your body basically says, I was eating this amount of food and now I'm eating less than that. So I'm eating less, so I have to eat the same amount of calories, right? I have to eat the same amount of food, right? So I will eat the fat that I already have, and I will burn the fat I already have to have energy. Basically, if you didn't understand what I said, it doesn't matter. I'm going to explain to you how to lose fat in very simple terms. You simply just take a week, you look at that week, and you just eat regularly. You do whatever you need. You just live your normal week, and you see how many meals you're eating in that week, right? Let's say, for example, that amount of meals is 3 meals, right? If you want to lose fat, you just simply remove 1 meal. You eat 1 meal less. And that, as I explained, your body will eat less, so it has to remove or burn or eat the fat that it already has for energy, basically. So you eat just 2 meals now. And that is how you burn fat. Now, I'm going to tell you how I did this, my story. Now, I was fat, and I had like skinny arms, I was skinny fat, the worst body you could ever have. So what I did was, after like researching all this like religiously, what I did was I found out that I was eating 3 meals a day, right? And I was so disgusted by myself. I was eating 3 meals a day, and I was really fat, and I hated myself. So what I did was I skipped breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast in the morning in school, so I didn't eat anything at school. I would just have lunch and dinner. And what happened after that? After a month of that, of course, my body hated it. It was very hard at first. I hated it. I was very anxious and sad and very angry, and it was just depressing. But slowly I started losing that weight, and I started losing a lot of that weight, and my abs started to show, and it was actually working. So simply, if you want to lose fat, just see how many meals you eat in a normal day and remove 1. Just eat 1 less. It is so simple. Just remove 1 meal. So basically, this is what we call a calorie deficit, is eating less than what you eat right now. Now, what the fitness industry tells you is you burn fat with walking, you burn fat with this secret lemonade. All these things help, but the main thing is what I told you right now, is reducing your calories, is being in a calorie deficit. Now, there are some ways you can make a calorie deficit easier. Not necessarily these will make you these are what will make you lose fat, but these will make the calorie deficit itself easier, which will make you burn fat easier and faster. The first way is walking. Of course, walking burns a lot of calories, which will help you lose fat. So walking actually doubles your metabolism, which is what burns the fat. Okay, so walking. Second thing is picking the right foods, which is basically just eat protein. Now, I've said this in the how to build muscle simply, but eat protein, because protein, first of all, keeps you full, and the second thing is it maintains your muscles, so you won't burn muscle, you will only burn fat. So the second thing is eat protein. And the third thing, this is optional, but if you want a 6-pack, if you really want abs, train your abs. And if you want to know how to train your abs properly, you could watch How to Build Muscle Simply, the video about how to build muscle simply. It's a little bit more sophisticated than this one. Like, building muscle is a little bit more complicated than burning fat. Like, burning fat is easier to explain, but it's also very, very simple. So basically, if you want to lose fat, just eat less than what you're eating right now, which is what we call a calorie deficit. And if you want to make this easier, just walk, eat protein, and train your abs. It's that simple. Hope this helps. I love you, bro, and I'm rooting for you. Peace, take care.